Farmers of Walava take to the streets. A decision to convene Parliament twice a week. Plastic waste dumped into the Victoria Reservoir. Reservoir at risk. Low participation reported in India's COVID-19 vaccination program.
A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Miyuki Poshia. Let's start off with a look at your local news. Now, several farmers' organizations, including the Walava Left Bank United Farmers Organization, staged a protest in Suryawava Hambantota today.
The protest was organised by Walava Left Bank United Farmers Organisation and 86 farmers' organisations. Parallel to the protest, the farmers engaged in a satyagraha as well. Engaging in the demonstration, farmers requested the proposed Wild Elephant Management Reserve to be gazetted. Moreover, the farmers demand the issues of the people in Suryawava faced with regards to the elephant encroachment be solved. Another demand that the farmers presented is to prevent unauthorised access to water under the Walava Left Bank scheme. Farmers further requested for a proposed pasture for dairy cattle.
The residents of Anuwavatta in Palyagoda, that is currently under isolation, took to the streets due to the lack of food in the area.
Around 100 families are residing in the Anuwavatta area in Palyagoda. The area has been under isolation since the 12th of this month.
There wasn't even an ambulance brought here to transport those patients. They told us to transport a patient in a three-wheeler yesterday. Even the Grama Sevaka came yesterday since the lockdown was imposed on the 12th. There are no toilets in the houses that are quarantined. Everyone is using public toilets. Those who are not quarantined and quarantined are using the same toilet facilities. According to proper quarantine procedures, those who are quarantined can't leave the house. However, under the situation, they cannot do anything since they cannot go to the restrooms inside their houses.
Meanwhile, 8 more deaths due to COVID-19 were reported yesterday. Accordingly, the total death toll due to COVID-19 in the country increased to 264. Meanwhile, the total COVID-19 cases in the country rose to 53,062. 7,627 people are currently receiving treatment at hospitals. Now, the total number of recoveries in the country currently stands at 45,171. With that, we move on to some more local news. 54 people who took part in a party despite quarantine rules in Medirigiri were arrested by the police. The police media spokesperson, DIG Ajit Rohana, said 13 women are also among the arrested.
There
has been a party organized at a hotel in Medirigiri by people aged between 19 and 22 without adhering to quarantine rules. They have not informed the police or health officials. When the Medirigiri police went to the premises following information received about the party, it was observed that the group was violating quarantine laws, consuming alcohol and drugs. Accordingly, 50 people were arrested. Among them, there were 39 males and 13 females. Cannabis was also discovered with 3 males. Accordingly, the rest were released on bail and they were requested to appear before the Hingurakkota Magistrates Court tomorrow. The 3 males who were arrested with cannabis were produced before the Hingurakkota Magistrates Court today, and the owner of the hotel and the manager were also arrested. They too will be produced before the Hingurakkota Magistrates Court tomorrow.
Moving on, over 17,000 people were vaccinated across 553 states, or rather areas in 6 states, on day 2 of India's COVID-19 vaccination drive, the Health Ministry said last evening, adding that the number who had received at least one shot was around 224,000 people. Taking a look back at your local news, the party leaders' meeting was held today under the auspices of Speaker Mahinda Yapa Abeyewardena.
Matters related to proceedings of Parliament in the future were discussed during the meeting. Subsequently, views were expressed by Samagi Jana Balawege parliamentarian Mano Ganesan.
දවස් දෙකක් සීමා වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ
It has been limited to 2 days, means Parliament will convene on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have suspended proceedings for Thursday and Friday temporarily. We have obtained approval to speak about the rights of MP Ranjan Ramanayaka to attend parliamentary proceedings tomorrow, because there is no issue about his parliamentary seat. He has the right to attend the parliament similar to MP Premalal Jayasekara, and we will produce facts before the speaker tomorrow. The speaker has to make the final decision, because the judiciary has accepted that the speaker has the rights to decide whether an MP can attend the parliamentary proceedings or not.
කතානායකතුමාට තමයි කියලා අධිකරණය පිළි අරගෙන තියෙනවා.
Now, these were the views expressed in the political arena about selling of national resources and foreign investments.
They're talking about the East Container Terminal, mortgaging of the East Container Terminal back in the days, and investment at present is like the sky and the earth. Everyone knows the difference between 49% and 51%. However, the president is including the amendments that would benefit the country as of now.
There was a discussion with the trade unions at the port. The president invited us. The trade unions went for the meeting with the idea of keeping 100% rights of the port with us. There is no 100% for you, 49% is for India and 51% is for you. Let us talk further, he said. After this, he said that the East Container Terminal will be given to them and the West will be given to you. If India has this amount of interest about the port, take the Oluyil port and develop it. Then the president has said it is a state-related topic. During the past 5 years, what did they say about the political situation before them? However, we can understand that none of it is true. So with responsibility, I can say that the country's shape has changed. A new part was added to the country. There are leaders who added new lands to the country. They are not leaders who sell lands of the country. They are not selling it, but providing it as a bribe. They are giving a part of the port to India. That is what has happened. So when the whole port is given to China, India will ask for their part. If it is not being sold or leased, it is a bribe.
Meanwhile, State Minister Vidura Vikramanayake has informed the police to arrest the perpetrators who are responsible for the Mahahurulava archaeological site in Palagala, Kakirava.
The debris of the site, which was demolished during the past week, was inspected by the State Minister. The State Minister engaged in discussions with the area residents.
There is an issue about why this is happening. It is a conspiracy. A similar thing has happened on a plot of land adjoining this. Several police officers were also involved. This has been happening for some time. There has been a drawback from our side as well. This is the way the country is now.
A layer of plastic has been formed in the base of the Victoria Reservoir. Environmentalists warn that this would pose a future environmental risk.
Plastic and polythene waste are increasingly adding up in the area between the Mahaweli Reservoir and the Polgolla and Victoria Reservoir. Especially during the rainy season, garbage like polythene will float on the water. When the water reduces, all the garbage will sink to the bottom and the species in the water will get affected. It is important that the authorities pay heed to this. Why do they dump garbage into this? The species will get impacted. There is the risk of dengue due to plastic.
ජලාශ කියන්නේ රටේ ආර්ථික දේහයට ඍජුවම බලපාන යටිතල පහසුකම්.
Dams are important infrastructure facilities of the country. Because there is a dam, the water in reservoirs can be released in a controlled manner. However, these plastics will not be released in the water and will get collected at the bottom. When it gathers for a period of time, it creates an adverse effect. The government should impose laws and stop these. The people should stop dumping garbage.
අතින් එළියට යන පොලිතීන් එළියට යන එක නතර කරන්න.
In some tragic local news, an elephant calf was found shot at, fighting for its life in the Giritale area. The elephant calf was found on a cultivation land in the Giritale Sudukanda. Our reporter said the baby elephant was found by the Giritale wildlife officers based on the information received from the residents. The wildlife officers, including veterinarian Samira Kalingu Arachi, have begun treating the animal. The male elephant calf is about 10 years old. Veterinarian Samira Kalingu Arachi of the Giritale Veterinary Unit said it is difficult to save the baby elephant's life as severe internal bleeding was taking place due to the gunshot to the head. And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news here on TV1. Take care and good day.